Take a break and join us. Gold Town, the Pahrump Nugget, and Lakeside Casinos.
I'm here to provide some information regarding the Amargosa ambulance issue. I'm keenly aware of the historical circumstances surrounding both the fire and EMS in Amargosa, including the dissolution of the ambulance service in Amargosa, which preceded me by about 2 to 3 years. At that point, the ambulances were taken out of service and it was taking off the licensure with the state. And quite frankly, it was at the hands of not just the county, but also the town at the time. Even before becoming the Director of Emergency Management, Pahrump and Beatty stepped up to the plate and were providing both ambulance and fire service to Amargosa on a regular basis because of the issues that they were fighting at that time. As we speak today, we are continuing that same platform. We are still responding to Amargosa on a regular basis with paramedic level service, as is Beatty with an EMT related service. When I became the Director of Emergency Management 11 months ago, Amargosa was a top priority. I met with the fire chief on numerous occasions, and his expression was of an autonomous service that was devoid of direct county influence, however, with county assistance. And I thought that was a sound platform because it mirrored that of what happened with Pahrump in 1999. So over the number of months and meeting on a regular basis, he has kept me abreast of his development. We've assisted in all the training aspects, providing necessary equipment to support the training endeavors and to also bolster his services, including the training that was mentioned just a few minutes ago. Those training classes are occurring not just in Beatty, but also in Tonopah. So we're training a wide band of personnel to serve all the volunteer agencies located within Nye County. Pahrump is also acting as a preceptor program, so all those individuals who are currently training have the availability to come down and ride with us, and then they in turn can go right over to the Desert View Hospital where they can also internship there as well. So it's a catch-all basin for allowing them to get the appropriate field experience. When it comes to the ambulances themselves, we have set aside, as per my agreement with the Amargosa Fire Chief, we provided 2 ambulances to them that we would will over when they're prepared to take them. The reason, as I've stated on many occasions, that they're empty of all equipment right now is because they have to be. They're not licensed to operate. So the equipment has been placed in a safe place by our logistics officer, and I talked to the fire chief just last week, and he reinforced that they are on target within their budget within the town. They were on target with their autonomous approach, and that they have lined up their medical director. They were lined up with all the insurances, and that the funding was not an issue. Since this is not a funded, budgeted, it's a non-budget expense for Nye County. So even as we were in the meeting today, I was assisting Amargosa Fire Chief with issues on the email. So we're on target from what we agreed to 11 months ago. So where the disconnect occurs on whether the funding and how it should go back to Nye County, I'm not sure where that's coming from. It wasn't the desire of the personnel that were operating there because they didn't want to get back into what they perceived was a negative relationship. So when the fire chief comes to me and says our license is in place, the medical director has signed, and everything is in place with regard to their training, we have the equipment that we place back into those ambulances, and they have told me that they're going to place 1 in frontline service and 1 reserve status, and they were also going to make a quick response vehicle. So we're on target. So if there's any questions or anything like that you'd like to have me address further, please let me know. I just don't want to take up too much time.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
Any other
clarifying that.
Nice update, Chief.